Solo para hacer pregunta de base, porque no lo pregunté antes, ¿es la primera vez en Uruguay? Sí.
It's your first time in Uruguay?
Yes.
First time.
Yep. Second Red Ranger.
The second Red Ranger, first time in Uruguay.
Power Rangers!
Es importantísimo saber en realidad un poco si cuando hicieron el cast, en realidad, porque por lo que yo estaba leyendo no tenías experiencia en actuación, si te imaginabas en realidad en qué te estabas metiendo en el cast ya de la creación de Power Rangers.
Well, remember I came on the show in the second season,
You were like a
so it was
generation.
already popular. It was already the #1 kids show in the world, so I was already very familiar with the show and how big it was, so I knew exactly how popular it was at the time, and I knew what I was walking into. But you never really know until you actually do it. Then you realize, oh my God, we're going to malls and meeting thousands of screaming fans, all over the country, and then we went right into making a movie, and then we were filming the TV show 12 hours a day. So you don't ever really know how hard or difficult or overwhelming it's going to be until you actually start doing it. But I did know that it was a very, very popular show.
Porque un tema es pensar que es el top show en 1994 y la otra es, estamos en 2018. Realmente si te imaginaste en realidad que iba a llegar a tantos años en realidad, seguir siendo conocido durante tanto tiempo.
That I did not expect. I thought after Power Rangers was finished in the 90s, it would just go away and it would just die, but it just kept going.
Keep going.
But not only that, because it's one thing if the show keeps going with the different series, Ninja Storm and Wild Force and Time Force and all the different ones, but I didn't ever think that the young kids would grow up and still like the show so much so that they will come out to Comic-Cons and meet us as fans and still watch the show, and so much so that there's now Comic-Cons that are dedicated just to Power Rangers, Power Morphicon and Ranger Stop. So that for me, is just really overwhelming, but also very humbling, and I'm always very grateful for that, because I'm more connected to the fans now than I was when I was on the show.
Yeah.
Because back then, there was no social media, and all the kids were little, and they were too shy to say anything to us. But now you guys are all grown up, and you can ask me all the questions you want, and you can talk to me. Yeah, right. Kind of. But but you guys, we can communicate on social media with each other, and people have a real connection now with the fans because of Comic-Con and social media, and the fact that you guys are all grown up now and you have something to say, instead of hiding behind your mom, when I meet you. So it is, to me, is amazing. You know what I mean? I'm very grateful and very humbled by this whole entire experience. And that's why I try to go to as many places as I can and meet as many fans as I can, because I just want to give back to the people that are so dedicated, So I spend my entire year traveling around and meeting everybody, and just try to get to as many fans as I possibly can.
Solo para hacer pregunta de base, porque no lo pregunté antes, ¿es la primera vez en Uruguay? Sí.
It's your first time in Uruguay?
Yes.
First time.
Yep. Second Red Ranger.
The second Red Ranger, first time in Uruguay.
No, you're the second Red Ranger that came to
Yes.
you.
Oh, I'm the second one. Okay, who Austin came here before?
No,
Austin,
the Time Ranger one.
Jason Font?
Jason
Time
Font.
Force.
Jason
Oh, okay.
Font.
Oh, he came here already.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's one of my very good friends. Yeah.
Eso te voy a preguntar también, ¿cómo es la relación en realidad con las otras personas del cast? Porque como es una serie que en realidad algunos de los miembros se van manteniendo en las diferentes ediciones, ¿cómo viene la conexión en realidad entre ustedes?
Well, we're all friends because every one of us travel around to do these conventions. So, over the years, I've got to pretty much meet almost all of them, especially when we do the big Power Ranger conventions. Everybody comes to that, you know what I mean? So I've met all of them many times over, and we are good friends, and we're all family, we all call each other a real family. So, and every weekend is different. Like one weekend I'll be hanging out with Jason Font, then one weekend I'll be hanging out with Walter Jones, and one weekend I'll be with Austin, and one weekend I'll be with Catherine Sutherland and Nakia, and all different, all the people that I used to work with, and all the people that I met from, the series later on, and so on and so forth. And it's great. We have a lot of fun.
Okay, now we'll start with the easy questions. Do you still watch Power Rangers? No. Have you been keeping up with the series?
A little bit. Mainly when I first started meeting the other cast members from different series, I would watch their shows a little bit to try to get an idea of how what their characters were about, their stories, just so I could have something to relate with them about. So. I am a little bit familiar with it, but I don't sit there and watch.
Yeah,
there's 800 episodes. I can't watch it.
I'm like a huge fan, and I didn't see every single episode.
I can't.
From the series.
Right.
400, 500.
And if you don't like the Japanese one, the Super Sentai, there's no way you
Yeah.
can watch everything.
I watched some of the Super Sentai, but yeah, I can't watch everything. It's too much.
What is your favorite role? Your favorite ranger you have? Because you have been like the original ranger, the ninja one, and the blue seal.
Right. My favorite suit is the Red Ranger suit because it's the most popular one. It's the most iconic. Everybody knows that. When everybody thinks of Power Rangers, they think of that image. Even today in New York, they have a parade happening for Thanksgiving, and they have a giant floating Red Ranger that's right through the middle of New York City. Today, happening right now. So it's when people think of Power Rangers, that's what they think of. So to be one of the 3 people in the entire world to ever wear that suit is pretty amazing. When I first started on the show, I didn't have a lot of acting experience, so I was very nervous in front of the camera. So it took a while to get comfortable. So by the time that they switched my character to the Blue Ranger, that series was actually more fun for me to work on because my character had been I got more comfortable in front of the camera.
Thing is,
I gave my character more to do.
In Power Rangers, always the Red is kind of the leader, and switching to the Blue Rangers, which is like the second in command.
Yeah, but on our series, the Red Ranger was never the leader. It was the White Ranger that was the leader. And it was not even an issue. I would never ever considered myself the leader.
That was like my second question. The first cast, the Red Ranger was leader, and we all know that when you came in, it was like the White Ranger in charge. How was taking the clothes of the Red Ranger after the work of?
Yeah, well, I was nervous about it because I knew that he was a very popular character, and then for him to just suddenly be gone, and then all of a sudden a new person in his place, there would be a lot of angry kids. That would be, it's kids don't do well with change. You know what I mean? So to switch somebody like that so immediately, was probably confusing for a lot of kids. So all I could do is hope that eventually they would warm up to me. I think most of them finally did, but there's always still some people that are not afraid to express that they don't like the second Red Ranger. They only like the first Red Ranger.
You were so different. The character was so different that we all settled like.
Yeah, but when you're 4 years old, they don't think about that, So.
And do you have a specific chapter of the original series that you work on? What was your favorite? Like one chapter focused on you?
Yeah, there was a lot of episodes. Yeah, there were a lot of episodes that focused on me, and of course, those are my favorite ones. Yeah, that's the one I hated the worst.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I had never done any acting before, and I was very uncomfortable acting that weird.
¿Cómo se fue la recepción en realidad de esos capítulos que son especiales, el 25 aniversario, donde realmente se juntan un montón de Power Rangers todos juntos en el set? Digo, ¿cómo es esa experiencia de decir, somos 30? Porque es mucho.
Yeah, I mean, it was great because, I had met all of those people before. We've all become friends from doing Comic-Cons over the years, So I'm friends with everybody. And so to be part of that cast that came back and to know everybody already personally, I think it made the episode better because I wasn't meeting strangers that I had to get to know, you know what I mean? Like we already all knew each other and we were already good friends and everybody got along so well and it was amazing. So I think that helped a lot.
Vamos a entonces hacer una última pregunta.
Is the last question? Okay, got it. that part.
Bien. ¿Qué espera para la convención de mañana?
Well, I mean, over the last 5 years, since I started doing Comic-Cons full time, I've already done 200 conventions. So, I literally do it all the time. So, without trying to sound like all the Comic-Cons are the same, some of the good things about Comic-Con that I like so much is, there's a group of people out there that in most of regular society they're looked at as like nerds or geeks, or they're not given a lot of credit because they're so imaginative, you know what I mean? And for the longest time people made fun of them, and society made fun of them. And then we started doing these comic conventions, and all of a sudden these people that feel so isolated in their day-to-day lives have a place to come together and see people that are like them and realize that they're not alone out in the world, and that's kind of empowering, you know what I mean, for people. So and then it's just become so popular now that it's actually cool to be a geek, and so it's cool to be part of Comic-Con and things like that. So it's really given people who normally have been rather disenfranchised a voice and a place to express themselves and to be able to be accepted by the rest of the world through this avenue. So Comic-Con in so many ways is so positive for just people in general, and just good. I mean, for the earth, you know what I mean? Like everybody around the world now has this common, these common things that they are a part of, and and now people can go everywhere and do these conventions, and it's all the same, and it's great. I love it. So, that's it. Thank you, man.
Go, go, Power Rangers! Mighty Morphin Power Rangers!
What was actually your film no sé,
Los especiales en
Forever Red.
no, Forever Red, no. Forever Red. No,
Right, yeah, no, I wasn't doing Forever Red.
Yes.
Yeah, I was supposed to be in it, but I don't know what happened. It's a sore subject with me, so I don't usually like to talk about it. I was supposed to be
yo
in
dije
it.
25 aniversario.